coming in. Put up in a drop top, she dropped. I put up in a drop top, she dropped. My diamonds dancing high skies, they hold this. My diamonds dancing high skies, they hold this. Yeah, hold up. I don't know what planet I'm on. I'm a king, look, watch the throne. I feel like bottom, yeah. Steady, causing havoc, yeah. I'm ballin' hard just like a maverick. Money stretched long, look like elastic. Now that steady calling me Mr. Fantastic, yeah. Hey, no, I keep up. If you play, boy, I turn your. When I money sit long, it's elastic. I don't know what planet I'm on.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And the pregame warm-ups are wrapping up out in Houston, where it'll be the Rockets going up against the Miami Heat. For the Heat, one of the things they'd like to accomplish, getting good shots. Maybe easier said than done. Defenses are quick to adapt, but they know that that's what gives them the best chance to win. And Devin Booker, the youngest player to ever score 70 in a single game. Shaq, how impressive is that?
You know, it's so impressive that even Kyrie Irving mentioned that Booker's got the it factor. Might set a few more records before it's done, Ernie.
Yeah, I believe so. In today's game, you can't have enough shooting. And Booker's also a pretty sneaky playmaker. Sneaky. Doesn't really show it all the time. Just sneaky.
You know who else has the it factor?
Who's that?
Kevin Harlan.
Oh.
We're going courtside. He's got the call.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're live from Houston, where the crowd is on their feet. It's the Miami Heat facing the Houston Rockets. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sideline. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, we know Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni was the architect of the 7 seconds or less offense in Phoenix. But he says we should have been more aggressive. We kept asking, is it too many threes? Now, there's no such thing. Kevin?
Great stuff, DA. Thanks. Well, Steve, a number of familiar faces are going to miss tonight's game. The injury bug has hit not one but both teams.
You want to be full strength, Kevin. But this is why you build a deep bench, when you can look down there and have some guys come off that bench and just hold the fort down until you can get your guys back. Better to have depth and not to have it, because you need those guys, especially late in the season.
Boy, it's nice and high.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. So the opening lineup for the Heat. Chris Middleton is out there with Horford. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Simmons. And it's Embiid in at the center position.
Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. Here's George. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Picked by Horford. Outside for Simmons. They double him with George. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. so here is Houston. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Gay outside, and it's Jordan to top the key. Lillard against Simmons. Outside for George. 4 on the clock. At 3 off the mark. Up top, Simmons. Covered by Lillard. Embiid the screen. Inside, Paul George with the steal. Pass to Gay. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Nice play. Gay with the quickness to get in close and the size to close the deal.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Embiid kicks to Booker. Over George. Jordan with the rebound.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Gay can't get it to go.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Really like watching Simmons go to work down low with his length and strength. There aren't many guys that can keep up with him.
Here's Gay after Ben Simmons' bucket. And there's Paul George on the assist from Gay.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it.
No good from Booker. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And stolen by Booker. Here's Simmons. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
The incredible focus of Simmons. Nothing gets to this guy, even when he's getting bodied by the defense.
Now here's Gay. Inside. Here's George. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Chris Middleton. And Greg Paul George, the league leader in steals and deflections in 2018.
And Frank Vogel, who coached him at Indiana, said he always thought PG had Allen Iverson's instincts in Scottie Pippen's body. He's talented enough to disrupt without gambling.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Paul George. Well, it seems the Heat's identity is always built, Steve, on defense.
Physical and nastiness, part of the system, part of the culture in Miami.
And Ben Simmons, who missed the first season in the NBA with an injury. Boy, Greg, was he worth the wait.
And you knew he'd be a special kind of player after being taken first overall. But he is so unique in how great of a player he is. His ability to command attention on offense without having a great outside shot really is something you just don't see in today's NBA.
No good on the free throw.
And the Australian Simmons, a star in the making, folks. Thanks really in part to that tremendous skill set to go along with that gigantic frame.
And he's good on the second. Houston in the lead. Lillard outside. Lobs it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And DeAndre is one of the best in the business in that situation. You let him sneak in behind you, and you're going to pay.
Booker outside. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Jordan the screen. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Gay. Off the screen, and it falls over the rim and in. Gay's got his second basket.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
And Simmons kicks to Middleton. Simmons on the wing. Middleton outside. His three-pointers off the mark. Houston leading by 3 to the middle and stolen by Simmons. Booker in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Booker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Knocked away and stolen by Horford. To the inside. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Middleton. Simmons got 9.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Jordan with a screen on Horford. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Tatum, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. To the wing on the left. Houston moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Simmons. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
Lillard against Simmons. Looking to end the run. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got his first basket.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
And he comes up with the deuce. 13 points in the game.
We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
Booker against George. George double teamed. Over Booker. The shot by George, no good. The Heat leading by 4. Booker the pass to Simmons. Embiid with a screen on Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Shoots over Lillard. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. Adams, he's checked in for Houston. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Rudy Gay. Rockets have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. To the paint, here's Adams. Rebound by the Heat.
Ooh, that's the one when you watch the film back, he's going to cringe. He couldn't ask for goodness. Terrific.
Wow. And really, Simmons makes it look so easy. The way he's attacking defenses from multiple angles is really just commendable.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
That's one of his shots in his arsenal, but it was terrific rim protection.
Deflects the pass. Yep, that one goes in there. And now it's an 8-point Heat lead.
And is it any wonder they're ahead in this game? His perfect night from the field has been the catalyst.
Adams with the screen on Simmons. Three-pointer, Lillard, and there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Rockets, Portis comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge, and Bogdanović is subbed in for George. And then for Miami, Adebayo is checked in for Embiid. Marcus Morris comes in for Al Horford. And Evan Fournier is subbed in for Booker. Passes it to Morris. Dishes to Tatum. Morris with a screen on Bogdanović. Tatum passes to Morris. Morris with the screen for Simmons. And stolen by Portis. Down low, it's stolen by Morris. Lillard against Simmons. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Simmons got 19 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Well, Steve, we have a viewer question that has come in here. It's Randy from Texas. And let me see if I can. Oh, he says, what's your favorite basketball movie?
The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh, Kevin. That's my favorite basketball movie. There's a lot of them.
Is it really?
But I would say that was probably number one for me.
No kidding. Here's Brogdon. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. He kicks to Lillard, and there's the pass to Adams. Lillard against Simmons. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and two shots coming up. That's on Ben Simmons. Well, Damian Lillard has never been one to doubt himself, and when he plays, he exudes confidence.
Has a short-term memory, which allows him to keep attacking, even after he's missed a few. It feels he is as good as any other guard in our league, and that's the mentality you have to have on offense. He might be as good as any other guard in this game.
Free throw good from Lillard. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And Fournier kicks to Simmons. It's deflected. It's stolen by Adams. Pass to Brogdon. And stolen by Simmons. Bogdanović against Tatum. Morris with a screen on Bogdanović. Tatum dishes to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Simmons with it. Lillard picks him up. And the wide open shot from Morris. The three-pointer off the mark. Lillard against Simmons. Adams in the high post. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Miami leading by 6. Simmons sets a screen for Fournier. Kicks it to Simmons. Shoots over Brogdon. No good from Simmons. Houston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Brogdon against Fournier. Up and in on the layup.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 19. Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Drops one in from the wing. Tatum's got his first 2 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Portis the screen. And Lillard kicks to Adams. Back to Lillard. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Lillard's got 6.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
1:37 left to play in the first quarter. Simmons passes to Adebayo. Over Lillard. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Rockets trailed by 4. Bogdanovich with it, now guarded by Tatum. Bogdanovich against Tatum. Outside Bogdanovich. Houston needs to get a shot off. Portis, no good on the triple. The Heat leading by 4. To the middle. It's stolen by Adams. Fournier against Brogdon. Screen by Adams. Pass to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 11 feet away. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
And that can't happen. Missing the wide open chip shot.
Simmons against Lillard. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Adams sets the pick for Lillard. From deep.
Yeah, the hustle from Simmons on D, it becomes infectious. He brings his all on every possession.
And that does it for the first quarter. Heat out front. They lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she breaks herself off daily. You know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Fun to watch. They give you no time to set up on defense, and we see that reflected in the score.
Steven Adams is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Lillard in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league. He knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, D.A. And here's Fournier after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. They set the screen. Here's Jackson. No good there. Good work defensively by Lillard. Brogdon against Fournier. The shot by Brogdon, no good. The Heat with the lead. The shot by Middleton, wide open. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Middleton's got his first points of the night. And Lillard kicks to Brogdon. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. For the Rockets, Jordan, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Gay comes in for Bogdanovich. And George is subbed in for Lillard. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the Heat. Jackson dishes to Morris. Fournier with the ball. George picks him up. Morris a screen from 13, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Rockets trail by 4. Here's Oubre. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Smitty, so much work done by the players in the offseason. In terms of development, which skills tend to be the easiest to improve upon?
I think there's one, and you got to call it a skill right now, is the easiest is getting in tip-top shape, because that's all on you. Being able to put in the time in your body and nutrition.
Gentlemen,
next, I think for guys is defensively. I think that's the skill that you obviously can work on. It's about lateral movement, and you don't need others. You can come out and work on that. Next, I think for guys is shooting. And now I wouldn't say you'll be Steph Curry from one summer to another, but if you put in the work, you'll see the percentages starting to go up.
Al Horford, he's checked in for the Heat. Devin Booker comes in for Evan Fournier. And both free throws good for Oubre. The Heat have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Jackson kicks to Middleton. Passes it to Horford. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Embiid, and Jordan sends it back.
One of the premier shot blockers in the game. DJ showing the gift off.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
In these moments when he's motivated, Rudy Gay can affect a lot of shots.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Horford.
And you watch Rudy Gay. When he's in rhythm, he can still help you out. Good athlete, good jump shooter. Not an easy matchup for opponents.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Smitty discussing Gay, he seems better now at getting his points within the flow of that offense.
Experience gives you poise. It gives you a bigger view of the game. Gay's able to stay patient now and pick his spots.
And it's tied up with that one.
A talented, versatile player who has been on a few teams. Rudy Gay is still going.
Here's Jackson looking for his first basket still in this one. Embiid with the screen on George. 6 to shoot. Picked by Horford. Here's Booker. Again, the miss by the Heat. Houston's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. George passes to Brogdon. Back to George. Jordan sets the pick for Brogdon. George with no one around. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got 9.
That is a big body to fight through. DeAndre Jordan, imposing presence.
Booker the pass to Embiid. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Jordan the screen. Brogdon kicks to George. George double teamed. Stolen by Jackson. Booker dishes to Middleton. Back to Booker. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists in the game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
The three from George. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Horford with the screen on Brogdon. Middleton outside. He kicks it to Horford. Clock at 6. Shoots over Brogdon. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Yeah, and he can really take his game outside when he wants to. Horford's got plenty of range to go along with all that work he does on the interior.
Jordan the screen. Lobs it up for Jordan. Embiid with the steal. Booker against George. Lets it go from 14. And it's Miami with another.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
It's George on the wing. Back to Brogdon. Jordan the screen. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Oubre. The Heat also with a sub. Simmons is checked in. Brogdon kicks to Jordan. Horford against Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. Jordan sets the pick for Aldridge. And slam dunk by Jordan.
He excels in pick and roll sets. DeAndre Jordan's mobility and leaping ability causes a lot of problems.
Outside, Simmons. Embiid inside, guarded by Jordan. Puts it up from 7. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the Heat lead by 2.
A top-notch post game is just one of the ways Horford helps his team. One of the more important ways, though, is because he's a tough matchup down low.
And stolen by Horford. Booker against George. No good from Booker.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
No good from Gay.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Now here's Middleton. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
2 shots. Max on the first.
And that one falls for Middleton. And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
Middleton hits them both. Steve, offenses have gotten so good at stretching the floor. What are defenses doing to counteract that?
I think that what they're doing right now is they're having guys with the versatility of switching, because if you run pick and roll and you can switch, it keeps everybody in front of you. And I think also right now they're having multiple guys and going deeper to have guys who are in foul trouble that they can look down to their bench and they can play 10 or 12 guys on their roster.
And the Heat making a change here. Tatum's checked in. Brogdon the pass to Jordan. Booker against George. Back to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And any lob to Jordan is about as sure thing as you can get. So athletic for a big with tremendous hands, and big fella knows how to get in prime position for those alley-oop feeds.
Now here's Embiid. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Houston. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. George against Booker. Jordan with the screen on Booker. Now here is George. Not a lot of room. An easy 2 points on the layup. And now just a 2-point Heat lead for Miami. They've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Tatum passes to Embiid. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Houston making some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Jordan. Bogdanovich comes in for Rudy Gay. And Lillard subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Here's Aldridge. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. In the corner, George with it. 5 on the clock. Fades and shoots. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Embiid sets the pick for Booker. Stolen by George. Nobody near Lillard. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. 14 points for Damian Lillard.
Big difference from the first quarter to the second. His shot looks completely in rhythm now.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, because he's been killing them all night. They are struggling to find an answer. The Heat also changing it up. Adebayo is checked in for Embiid. Morris comes in for Al Horford. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Booker. There's the pick. And Simmons kicks to Fournier. Tatum against Bogdanovich. They need this one. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Houston's going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. Down low, George. No good that time. And the Heat going the other way now. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Houston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Lillard with it, outguarded by Simmons, screened by Adams. Lillard with it, 14 points for him, and good that time. Now it's a 4-point Rocket lead.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Simmons passes to Adebayo. Back to Simmons. From the line. Second chance effort, and the layup is up and in.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Aldridge. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Steve, when we talk about signature shots in the NBA, what about Aldridge's fadeaway jumper?
Usually starts with him backing down the defender. He turns, faces up, transfers weight from all the way forward to all the way back. Add in the high release point, virtually unblockable.
That free throw good from Aldridge.
It's interesting. Aldridge used to shoot more free throws. That's when he used to bang inside. Now he's shooting a lot from the outside, so that trend will likely continue.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 21. Fournier for 3, and the rebound goes to the Rockets. Aldridge has got his 3rd rebound tonight. The Heat trail by 5. Tatum kicks to Simmons. Shoots over Lillard. No good from Simmons.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
Bogdanovich against Tatum. In the corner, it's Aldridge. Aldridge a screen. Lillard from outside. Morris with the rebound. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Feeds it to Simmons. And Adams sends it back. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock.
I tell you what, he has gone stone cold here to start this quarter.
Here's Simmons. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the half. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Count that one. George has got 20.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Tipped away, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And here's Fournier. Now the pass to Simmons. It's good. 23 points in the game.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
Overall, it hasn't been pretty for his team, but he has shot the ball well. And
a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Houston on top. They finish off the second quarter on a 15-4 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how do you think your team's played defensively?
We're playing our normal defense, which is to be aggressive, disruptive. And for the most part, we've been able to cover ground except for the fouls at the basket.
That comes from activity, I know. Thanks a lot, Spo. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 20 points, 2 steals, and 1 rebound. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
When Paul George plays with high energy, he goes to a level others can't reach. He defends 4 and 5 positions. On the other end, it's effortless for him to create good looks. One of the most intriguing players to watch when he's on his game.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. If they can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Day turning tonight here in the Southwest. We're in Houston. Welcome back, everyone. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Ben Simmons in this game. He's been everywhere.
And every team needs this, a guy who challenges the defense with that slashing ability.
You know what? So many teams focus on the perimeter and alley-oops. It's important to have someone who can work that in-between area.
Here's Lillard. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Miami, Devin Booker out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Horford. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Middleton in at the 3. The Heat trail by 5. Embiid the screen. Outside for Simmons. Back to Embiid. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
One shot.
It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. For Miami, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road. And last year, we saw what a full season of Embiid looks like. I mean, scary to think that this is just the beginning of his career. He looks like he can go down as one of the greats to play if he can stay healthy.
Now, here's George. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Booker kicks to Middleton. Pass to Simmons. For the tie. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists now tonight. And Embiid has already made the jump from star to superstar.
And part of that is his personality. I think his game does speak for itself. Gives you everything you want from a center on both ends of the floor. Effortless athleticism and has incredible skill and touch for a player his size.
Now here's Middleton following the shot by Rudy Gay. Embiid the screen. And Booker kicks to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jordan. And there's another one for the Heat.
Great play calling. The execution. 3 for 3 to start the half.
Gay outside. Pass to George. Looking to end the run. Over Booker. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. George has got it all tied up now for the Rockets. Simmons on the wing. Covered by Lillard. No good from Booker.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break. You know, coming out of the half, you want to set the tone for the rest of the game. But going 1 for 4 is the wrong way to do it.
Now here's Booker. 7 points in the game. Middleton outside. Lets it go with a 3. Some solid defense from Gay. Rockets have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. And Lillard kicks to George. And the layup falls. George has got 24 points.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Middleton against Gay. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Great D that time from Middleton.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
And Simmons is just the total package. I mean, a player that can really dish it to his teammates.
The Heat have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. Houston making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Aldridge. Kelly Oubre comes in for Rudy Gay. And Brogdon subbed in for Paul George.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Well, Eric Spoelstra working his way up through the Heat organization, and I hear eventually interested in moving into the front office someday.
And I would say it will be with the Miami Heat, a very loyal, close-knit organization. His dedication and commitment, second to none.
Timeout called the Rockets. Simmons. Pass to Brogdon. Jordan the screen. Pops it up for Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Now here's Simmons. 25 points in the game. Kicks to Embiid. Middleton outside. And the call will be against Al Horford. That'll be his second foul of the game. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Jordan the screen. Jordan sets the pick for Lillard. Over in the corner, Portis. Pocket 6, knocks it loose. Embiid with the steal. Booker with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 5 assists tonight.
I mean, just a good shooter, taking what the defense allows. Finds some space out beyond the arc.
Now here's Lillard. 14 points for him. 13 feet away. That one, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort. Yep, it counts. Now it's a 4-point Heat lead.
What precision and focus from Simmons, just feeling no one can guard him down on the block.
Jordan the screen. Brogdon kicks to Lillard. Jordan with the screen on Simmons. Lillard up top, guarded by Simmons. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 16 points.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now here's Simmons. 27 points for him. Horford, no luck. Lillard against Simmons. Lillard outside. Outside Portis. Nailed from three-point land. And the Rockets lead by 1.
Beautiful by Bobby Portis. Catches it in rhythm, and we know about the confidence he has.
Stolen by Brogdon. And Brogdon with a clear path to the rack. Drops in the breakaway layup. Brogdon's got his second bucket of the game to go. Miami's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Picked by Horford. Embiid with the screen on Lillard. They set the pick. Simmons passes to Embiid. Hangs in the air. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Houston. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. The Rockets making a switch here. Adams checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Morris is checked in for Horford. Tatum comes in for Chris Middleton. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Simmons. And Embiid drops them both.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Portis' screen on Booker. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by the Heat. Now Fournier. Embiid the screen. Stolen by Brogdon. Here's Lillard. Good D by Booker.
I mean, you can see it. He's way out of sync. It's been this way all quarter for him.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Lillard from outside buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got 19 points.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third three of the game for him, first in this half.
And Bobby Portis out of Arkansas, improving his long-range shooting year after year.
Yes, he has a nice release, Kevin, on his shot. Not just a finesse big man, though. He battles at either the 4 or the 5 spot.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Kelly Oubre. And Miami also making a switch. Bam Adebayo is checked in for Joel Embiid. And Booker kicks to Adebayo. Tipped away. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Fournier.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Now, here's Brogdon. Portis the screen. Bogdanovich with it. Guarded now by Morris. Three-pointer, Lillard. That shot off the mark. And it's Miami the other way. For the tie. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. For Miami, they have been coming through at the charity strip. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Houston. That one drops. He ties it up. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. There's a good screen. Aldridge a screen. Brogdon kicks to Lillard. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Lillard's got 7 points for the quarter.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
To the middle, Adebayo.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Brogdon with it. Defended now by Fournier. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Lillard against Booker. There's a screen. The dish to Fournier. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
One could argue that's a good shot, but maybe not the right shooter to take it.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Lillard. The pass to Brogdon. Screen by Adams. Aldridge, the pass to Bogdanovich. And it's blocked. Fournier against Brogdon. Booker outside. Pass to Tatum. To the inside. Banked in off the glass. Adebayo's got 8.
Yeah, and Tatum's passing ability really makes him a problem in that pick and roll. No wasted motion, always slicing and dicing the defense.
And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up. So it'll be Malcolm Brogdon shooting. That's on Evan Fournier.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
George is checked in for the Rockets.
1 shot, behind the lane.
That free throw good from Brogdon. And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. He has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
A nice shot by Booker.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's George. He's got 24. Adams with the screen on Booker. Here's Brogdon, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Brogdon's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
And that trip played out perfectly for them.
Adebayo passes to Fournier. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Fournier. Houston making a switch here. Gay's checked in. Al Horford's checked in for Miami. And so Fournier nails both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Fournier against George. Brogdon kicks to George. Rudy Gay on the wing. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Gay. No good from the wing. Miami's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. To the paint, here's Horford, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Horford's got 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Brogdon against Booker. Now, here's Brogdon. He's got 9. He kicks it to Aldridge. Over Horford. Off the mark. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Heat lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. The Heat leading by 4. You've got Brogdon. Adams is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Rudy Gay, and it's George in at the 2. That's the 5 for Houston right now. To the inside, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. That's now 26 points for Paul George. And Miami shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Horford with the screen on Brogdon, and the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Tatum. This one, the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And how about Tatum there, using his muscle, easily absorbing the contact and still able to knock down the shot.
One shot.
Rockets trailed by 5. Adams with the screen on Fournier. Embiid with the steal. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on George.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. The Heat making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. And Embiid drops them both. Here's George. To the inside. Adams. Brogdon the pass to George. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 5th assist in this one. Embiid the screen. Horford sets a screen for Simmons. Pass to Horford. Here's Fournier. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner. Tatum with it. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rockets trail by 5. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Brogdon kicks to Aldridge. Over Horford. Offensive rebound. Back to Brogdon. Outside Aldridge. Passes it to Brogdon. And some nice passing there by Houston. And stolen by Horford. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. He feeds it to Fournier. Simmons trying to get open. Count that bucket. 10 points for Evan Fournier.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, this is when you need them. Late in the game. It's not all about scoring.
Now here's Gay. And stolen by Tatum. Outside Fournier. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Tatum kicks to Embiid. The pass to Fournier. Paul George with the steal. Brogdon trying to get open. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Paul George.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Now here's Tatum. Fournier with the screen on Gay. Stolen by George. Rudy Gay on the wing. Guarded by Tatum. And the rejection by Embiid. And he recovers it. Here's Adams. And finally they hit one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Horford kicks to Tatum. The feed to Embiid. It's stolen by Adams. Brogdon against Simmons. Kicks it out to Gay. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Gay's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Rudy Gay knocked that one down. His three-point shot is getting better and better.
Stolen by Brogdon. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Evan Fournier. So for the Rockets, Jordan, he's checked in for Steven Adams, and Lillard subbed in for Brogdon. Heat also with a sub. Middleton's checked in. The Heat trail by 3. Timeout called the Heat.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, there's too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
Go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. The three-pointers have hurt them tonight, and he told his players, we've got to play them better on the three-point line. We can't give them any more clean looks. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. George with the bucket.
And here in the fourth, he's carrying this team right now. 5 of 7 from the field.
The Heat trail by 5. Simmons passes to Middleton. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 6 points for Chris Middleton. Here's Houston now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Simmons against Lillard. The three from George. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 38 points.
He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here.
Fires from the line, and it's Miami with another.
Nice use of the mid-range J by Simmons, taking whatever the defense gives him out there.
Lillard dishes to Gay. Aldridge with a screen on Middleton. Here's Gay. 2 points. That one goes. Gay's got 5 points in the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
3-on-3. Over in the corner to Lillard. Back to Gay. 4 on the shot clock. Over Middleton. Great D that time for Middleton.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Horford sets a screen for Middleton. Outside Fournier. Embiid sets the pick for Fournier. And that one hits back iron.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
He throw good. Damian Lillard. Booker, he's checked in for Miami. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. Simmons with it. Pass to Horford. Middleton against Gay. Pass to Embiid. And stolen by Jordan. Lillard against Simmons. And Lillard kicks to Gay. Back to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 12 points in just the second half.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
There's the pick. Pass to Simmons. To halt the run, Horford trying to free himself up. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Still doing his part, but it hasn't been enough. They need some kind of spark.
Gay a screen on Simmons. Aldridge a screen. Here's Lillard. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for Houston. Simmons passes to Booker. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 9 assists now tonight.
Tough screen set there, and the defense was not prepared for it.
Now here's Lillard. Gay left side. Pops it up for Jordan.
When you lose sight of DeAndre on defense, you're in trouble. He's a huge target that can score easily when given the opportunity.
And Middleton kicks to Horford. He dishes it to Booker. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Booker outside. Horford with a screen on George. The drive by Booker.
And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Booker. Rockets leading by 8. And here's George. Kicks it to Lillard. The pass to Aldridge. Over Booker. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there. And Greg, if you know anything about Devin Booker, so dedicated to his craft. What's next for him, you think, in taking his game to the next level?
No doubt. I think it starts at the defensive end. I mean, he's one of the league's best at scoring the basketball, but defensively, I think that's going to be the challenge if he wants to become truly an elite player.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And the Rockets with possession here. And they pick up 2. 13 points for Gay.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Ball's knocked loose. George against Booker. Rockets with the rebound. Aldridge has got 6 rebounds in the game.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Drains the three-pointer. Gay's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for Houston. Booker against George. And Booker kicks to Middleton. Here's Embiid. No good on the shot. Jordan with some nice D. To the inside. Aldridge. And it's sent back by Horford. Middleton on the wing. He's covered by Gay. And they double up Embiid. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Houston with it. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Inside and stolen by Aldridge. Gay passes to Lillard. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Rockets.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Paul George.
You know, the story of this game was his offensive production. It didn't matter what the defense threw at him. He just found ways to counter and led his team.
The Heat trail by 16. And it's Paul George with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
At the line for 2.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Booker. Now Lillard. A minute 20 left in the 4th quarter. Embiid with the steal. Here's Middleton, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Houston leading by 12. Now, here's Lillard. Dishes it to Gay. Aldridge a screen. Off the screen, Gay count the basket.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one. They have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
And stolen by Lillard. Adams outside. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Clearly a foul.
That team's 3rd personal foul. At the line lead, Chris Middleton.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And then for Miami, Bam Adebayo comes in for Al Horford. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Ben Simmons. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Collison dishes to Forbes. Collison kicks to Forbes. Portis a screen on Booker. Here is Forbes, defended by Booker. 5 to shoot. Oubre passes to Forbes. Fires from 18. Portis can't get it to go. Outside Jackson. Will not go. This is off the front iron. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. And did we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.